Hey friends! Today we're making homemade dog treats. These are so quick, easy, simple, literally 3 ingredients that your dogs will love and you will too. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is make some oat flour. You can buy it at the store. I find it just easier and cheaper to make my own. So you just put oats in the blender until it makes flour. And this recipe, the dough calls for 1.5 cups of flour. I do about 3 cups of oats in the blender because you're going to need some on a floured surface and that sort of thing. So I like to just make sure I have extra. All right, so now we're just going to put it all together. So you're just going to take 1 banana and you're going to mash it up really good. And then you're going to add some peanut butter and the oat flour. And it's really just that simple and easy. I like to break the banana up as I put it in. And like I said, you just mash it all up until it's pretty well mashed. Okay, and then next we're just going to mix in some peanut butter. The important thing is just to make sure that it doesn't have xylitol in it because that is very toxic to dogs. And so just make sure that you steer away from things that say they're sugar-free or keto-friendly, that sort of thing. And so this is just Great Value. I do make my own, but for this I just use the Great Value. It doesn't have xylitol in it, but always check the ingredients. You're just going to do 1/2 cup of peanut butter and put that in there. I love that this recipe is so simple. It doesn't call for a ton of ingredients or a ton of those ingredients. And so it is just super easy and cost effective to make as well. And so we're just going to mix those together until they're mixed pretty well. Okay, and then last but not least, we're going to mix in some flour. I like to do just a little by little. I mean, it calls for 1.5 cups, but I would just start with 1 cup and then add just a little bit if you need some more, if it's still super sticky, and just slowly mix it in as you go until you form a stiff dough. Okay, and sometimes I like to just get in there with my hands because sometimes that's just the easiest way to get it all mixed in well together as you're forming that dough. And so you just want to mix it really good. It forms a stiff dough, and then you're going to dump some flour out on the counter, and we're going to roll it out. And again, if it's still sticky, you can always add some more flour until you get a stiff dough like this. And then you're just going to pull all the dough out. And like I said, we're going to pour some of that extra oat flour on your surface, your counter, and we're going to roll it out until it's about 1/4 inch thick. I also sometimes like to knead it just a little bit when I get it on the counter, just to make sure that it has enough flour in it all throughout. That is optional. That's just how I like to do it, my preference. And like I said, pour some flour out. We're going to roll it out. And then once you get it rolled out about 1/4 inch thick, then we're going to use a small cookie cutter. I'm using a donut hole cutter, and just cutting out the shapes that you want. And then we're going to put them on a cookie sheet. And so you just keep going like that, cutting them all out until they're all done. When you get all that you can get cut out of that one, or out of that dough that is already rolled out, then we are just going to go ahead and roll it back up into a ball and then flatten it back out 1/4 inch thick, and continue to cut until you don't have any dough left. So here we are picking that dough back up like I talked about, and we're just going to form it back up into a ball, and then we will roll it back out and cut out as much more as we can. At this point, I don't use a rolling pin anymore. I just flatten it out with my hands because it's a little bit easier. There's not much left. And like I said, we're just going to continue to pick that back up and roll it back out and cut it out until we have no more dough left to be able to roll out. And then with the last bit of it, I usually just form it into a little circle and just put it on the baking sheet that way. All right, and next you're just gonna put them on a baking sheet and put them in the oven at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. You can put them pretty close together because they pretty much keep their shape. They won't move or raise any, go anywhere. And so you can put them pretty close together on that baking sheet. Once completely cool, put them in an airtight container for a week. Okay, and here we are. We have 3-ingredient, simple, quick, easy dog treats that your dogs are gonna love, and so are you, because they're so quick and easy to make. And these are good for up to a week in an airtight container. I like to keep mine in a jar with a lid that screws on, or up to 2 weeks in the freezer. So happy making dog treats. And don't forget, if you want some more baking videos, homemaking stewardship, farm life, firefighter wife inspiration, and encouragement, this is the place for you. So subscribe, follow along. I'll see you soon.